we will be wrapping up the show with Eileen Nolton. She is a teacher at Immaculate Conception Ukrainian Catholic School. Eileen, what a tough time to be a teacher.
It is, yes, I agree. And I want to thank you for having me today. I really enjoyed your previous guest, Suzanne, and I think Oakland County is doing a great job. And you're right, it is a tough time to be a teacher. I've kind of switched it up this semester. I'm doing tutoring, and I'm helping students navigate online. I'm actually doing a pod of students. I'm helping them navigate through their school systems. I'm working with students in Birmingham, Bloomfield, and Cranbrook, and helping them get started in this crazy time during the beginning of the school year.
Eileen, I would imagine that your services are so desperately sought out right now by so many parents because these pods have become so incredibly important because it's hard to navigate so many of these students. Now, are all of your students remote? How is that working? And then if you have students in different grades, is that making it harder as well?
Yes, it is a challenge, but you know, teachers and especially students are resilient. So I'm really impressed with how well teachers and especially my students who are working through this tough time. So yeah, some students are completely remote, some are hybrid. One of the schools has not completely started in person yet, but they're going towards that this week and next week. So, and again, there's technical, I've become good at being like solving technical issues, you know, with Google Classrooms and other formats. And so have the students, and they're rolling with it. I taught completely online starting March. I guess we shut down March 13th. Our school started in 4 days, teaching completely online, and that's the first time I heard about Zoom. And I have to say, I give children, everybody a lot of credit with how well we rolled with all the changes. And especially now with all the changes coming forward, how resilient kids are and teachers.
Yeah, I will say you're not alone on the Zoom thing. I'd never heard of it before as well. I was like, what's Zoom?
Right.
And everyone's like, where have you been? But Zoom's a household name right now. What advice would you give to parents and students to try to navigate at least the next 3 months?
Well, one thing I would say is we all know that we have to be patient with each other, parents, students, and teachers. So for today, one of my students could not get on her Zoom class, which was math, and she was stressing out about it. But the teacher who was running the class was very supportive and very patient, and we were able to get on. You know, school's going to look different in probably this next year. So we have to be patient with each other. We have to kind of roll with it. We eventually solved the technical problems. The student was able to get online, and she was able to join our class, but teachers understand that. Teachers know what's going on, and we're patient with parents and students and their difficulties, and we know they're going to be patient with us as well. We're still navigating this.
So you're doing a learning pod right now.
I am.
There is a
Yes.
big debate, and it's still going on, about students getting back into the classroom or not back into the classroom.
Right.
As a teacher, would you be comfortable going back into a full classroom right now, or do you think we'll ever even get there again?
I think we will get there again. I also think from what I've seen recently, when there are issues, at least locally in our school districts, with cases popping up, that it seems to get contained well. Schools in Oakland County and around us are literally following all the procedures we need to follow to make schools safe. So to answer your question, I am feeling more comfortable teaching students face to face. And I'm hoping that this continues and that my only concern would be coming into the flu season. Because to be honest with you, I get sick every year. Like most teachers, I pick up a bug every year from teaching school. And hopefully this year will be better because we're all masked up, we're wearing masks, we have protections, we're washing our hands. And I'm hoping the flu season won't be as bad as it has been in the past. And that's my only concern, is coming into these winter months when we're going to be enclosed, getting sick with not just the virus, but with other things that we normally get sick with, colds and flu.
Eileen Nolton joining us. She is a teacher. She is teaching learning pods over the pandemic, joining us on the Oakland County Megacast. My apologies, just clearing my throat. Eileen, just another minute or so before we let you go today. Anything else you'd like us to know? Any other words of encouragement for students, parents, and other teachers as they continue to navigate this whole new landscape of teaching before we let you go today?
I just am so impressed with the resilience of students and teachers, and the understanding of parents. Pack your patience, and please, teachers are really working hard to make this all work for students. We all want to make this work. We all get the satisfaction of working with students, working with classes, and we're doing the best, and school districts are doing the best they can to navigate this area. So we appreciate the understanding and patience that parents have. And also one more thing, I've recently read where parents are now valuing the profession of teaching more since this has happened. I hope that going forward, that's a positive thing. I've been a teacher for almost 15 years, and I'm glad that there's some empathetic feelings towards teachers now and the work that we do and how quick we can be flexible in these difficult times.
Eileen, you and all the teachers out there, definitely heroes during this pandemic. And you're right. I think a lot of parents and so many other people appreciate all of the work that you have been doing through the years. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be with us on the Oakland County Megacast. And thank you for what you are doing for the kids to keep them learning during this pandemic. I'm sure their parents and everyone else greatly appreciates it.